wanted to give you some updates about me and budgeting because it's been a long time since we've been on with just talking about budgeting and everything. So, and a quick update about Grace. So the last time you may have seen me or heard me or read about me, it was about Grace and inclusion this summer. So I heard from quite a number of people in the community about my talking at the Belonging Committee and what inclusion means to me and my family when Grace was excluded at a summer camp this summer. So if you don't know anything about that, go back and watch the Belonging Committee and just get yourself familiar with maybe what the word inclusion means. I just hope that, moving forward, whether it's a school-sponsored camp or a camp sponsored by the state, that perhaps we can really open our eyes to different disabilities and to become more familiar with families of children with disabilities. That's my take on it because I have this experience. So one thing that having a child with a disability, I mean, there's many, but one thing that, kind of goes in my mind quite a bit is, what sport Grace might be good at. When she was younger, we, did the soccer thing, just kind of took her in a walker and, she wasn't really into the soccer thing, but it was very welcoming there. I think it was even at the Mariner field there. They were welcoming. They said, sure, absolutely, she can participate. She was young. She was like 3 or 4. But, we always want our children to get into something, a hobby or a sport or something. So Gracie's sport that she's been doing for the last 3 years is through a nonprofit organization called Gnome Surf, Gnome, and you'll see some video of her surfing. She loves it. We have been with Chris with Gnome Surf now for 3 years. We were part of a family support program with her, and that's how she started it. She started, and she does about 8 lessons a summer. And so it's a cool sport, and if you're looking for a nonprofit organization to donate, or you have Amazon, they do an Amazon Smiles. I have a very good friend who uses Amazon all the time, so you can put what organization you want a portion of your sales to go to, and so Gnome Surf is one of them. So check out Grace at Gnome Surf, and I want to thank Alyssa from The Haven TV who spent some time with us out there to get some footage of Grace, and hopefully she got my good side. It's not all about me. She got Grace's good side. So, Grace is doing great and she's thriving. She's 11. She just turned 11 this year. As we get back to school, everyone's getting back to school in a couple weeks. For me, personally, I can't wait for school to start. I know I say that every year, but, trying to find childcare that's consistent for a child with a disability sometimes is really hard. And even though we had a pretty good summer with her, the last few weeks has been a little tough, just being out of routine for her. So I'm happy that we're going to be back in school in a couple weeks. I ask you to kind of just, keep an eye on your children, and, they only learn what we show them. So you'll see an upcoming video where a show of mine that we just recently did on the Belonging Committee. And, we talked a little bit about feelings and children going back to school, and, just keep an eye on them. And there's a lot of resources out there for, children and families. And, I'm kind of glad to be a little part of that committee just to talk about it. Not on it or anything. So on a side note, because I have to, I have to have a side note here. On a side note, I am $15,000 less in debt than the last time I saw you. So I can honestly say we have 2 credit cards left, and they are about $1,500. That's Jen. Jen Freites would say, I'm credit card debt free. Remember that show?
I'm debt free.
Go back and watch it. Okay, so that's all I can tell you right now. It's all about Grace. Thanks, everybody. Bye.